According to legend, Durandal is an indestructible sword that is capable of slicing through anything. It was a gift from an angel, suggesting that it might possess otherworldly properties. The sword was lodged into and chained onto a sheer cliff face 100 feet high. The sword has recently been stolen, and investigators are stumped as to how the thief could have scaled the cliff face and pulled the sword from the stone. The sword had remained unpulled for over 1,000 years. ChatGPT, assuming the legends describing the blade as indestructible are true and analyzing a picture of the sword embedded in the cliff, estimated that it would take about 40,000 pounds of force to remove the sword from the cliff face. If true, then the thief in question must have either used tools or possessed some form of superhuman ability. This is not the beginning of a fantasy story. This is a real, ongoing, criminal investigation. Somewhere out there is a thief with the capability of stealing such a powerful sword, who is now armed with said blade and being hunted by authorities as we speak. This recent news has tickled my imagination, so I've decided that it would be fun to see which heroes from the Strange Heroes universe could have stolen the sword if they were given the opportunity. For those who are unaware, Strange Heroes is an open-source superhero RPG that anyone can use the contents of for personal and commercial purposes. There is a playtest rulebook available now and an ongoing Kickstarter campaign to help improve and refine the game. Check out the links in the description for more information. In order to judge which characters could possibly snatch the sword, I am using the following criteria: tier, strength, and speed. Characters in Strange Heroes are tiered depending on their capability. There are 5 main tiers in Strange Heroes, as well as beyond tiers. Based on the descriptions for each tier, ChatGPT believes that only heroes in the planetary, Tier 4, galactic, Tier 5, or beyond tiers, Tier 6 and up, could possibly exert the force needed to free the sword from the cliff face. Strange Heroes has specific rules regarding what a character can and can't lift based on their strength stat and the size of the object they're trying to lift. If an object is the same size as a character, then its weight value is 2, and the character needs at least 2 strength to be able to lift it. Assuming that the sword isn't literally the size of an entire person, then we'll say that the sword has a weight of 1 and requires at least 1 strength to lift it. In Strange Heroes, there are different speed stats for each type of movement. The only movement types that matter for this discussion are climb, only if the character has an ability that allows them to climb sheer surfaces, and flight, while other movement types like jumping, gliding, or teleportation could reach the sword. The mechanics of how those options work would make actually pulling the sword from the cliff face more difficult. So our base criteria are characters that are Tier 4 or higher, with at least 1 strength, and a non-zero flight speed or climb speed, with climb speed only being applicable for characters with abilities that allow them to climb sheer surfaces. Funnel Web is a Tier 4 character with 5 strength, the climb talent that allows him to climb any surface, and a 6 climb speed. Stealing the sword would be easy for him to do, but he's a superhero, so he likely wouldn't steal it even if he had the opportunity. I could only imagine him taking the sword if he needed it to fight an opponent, and even then he would probably put it back afterwards. Magnos is a Tier 5 character with 2 strength, 25 flight speed, and the ability to control metal. It is arguable that Magnos may not even need to pull the sword himself. He could just use his magnetic powers to do it for him. He is a villain who wants to replace the human race with mutants, so I could definitely see him stealing the sword in order to further his agenda and destroy humanity. Ultima Warrior is a Tier 5 character with 8 strength and 50 flight speed. He is a villain who single-handedly conquers planets. If he heard of such a sword, he would likely take it to ensure that no one on Earth could stand against his might. Thank you for watching. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Like, subscribe, and share. Click on the links in the description to play Strange Heroes and to help support the Kickstarter. Have a great day.